there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville / Bell Collective. You guys know why you are here. So today we're talking because this is the second week in a row that Carlos King is doing this crossover shenanigans on his YouTube with the Bell Collective and not Married to Medicine. See, Carlos King, this is what happens when you're so obsessed with Bravo. Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville cast members, it's kind of like this, two worlds colliding. So the previous week, we had Marie and Kimmy, in which they talked about how they're upset the fans want them fired. And so this week, we have Latrice's husband, Cliff Rogers, and of course, Letitia's husband, Marsau Scott. And they are talking on a multitude of things, including gender roles. Marsau is trying to plead his case to Cliff that because, Stormy called him the bleep, he's thinking of ways that, he should respond and all these things. And, Cliff is like, listen, you're not going to call me a bleep because I don't get into female business like that. I try to stay away from that. That's just me. And so then Marsau was not taking any accountability and was saying that they'll put out a narrative like, hey, you're in women's business. And I'm like, something happens. Number one, I'm at my business. I am at Black. I'm at my business expo. I'm in my business. So no. You were not at Black at the reunion part 1 last week where you were sitting up there comfortably with all of the women on the panel. Like, make it stop. Marsau, you were never at Black whenever there are these issues with these female cast members. You make it a point to have your own little, private event of going toe-to-toe with these women. So nonetheless, Marsau says, bottom line, he's going to say what he's got to say. If sitting there and talking and I have opinions, especially if something's going crazy, especially while it's happening, I don't have a problem with that. Women want to hide behind that when you make a logical point, and then they want to hide behind, quote, oh, you're a man. If you make an illogical point, they'll jump all over you. And then Cliff says, but you're not going to win. Women have the card to protect them. You can't do what women do and get away with it. And then Marsau says, I ain't trying to be heard. That's Martell out here trying to get a story out there. I ain't trying to be heard. So you're just yelling for the sake of yelling, Marsau. You're just gaslighting for the sake of gaslighting, Marsau. Like, let's keep it a buck for what it is, right? You never have energy for Martell Holt, like ever. You never care how bad Martell, makes these allegations against you and tries to expose things about you. You literally do not care. You care more about Martell making a fool of himself, and you care more about trying to, assert your dominance against other female cast members. You do not get any arguments with any of the guys. You'll make little snide comments and things, but you won't get in an argument with them. But you have the energy to get into these matches against the women, and I just don't understand it. I think it is very inappropriate. And especially when you never have that same energy, even in this exchange with Cliff, it's like you're getting defensive, but you don't see an issue that you're always in women's business. Like that doesn't, set off alarm bells that maybe you should change your approach and that maybe you should stay out of certain things because you're not going to win no matter even if you think you're winning. But here's the thing, you are so obsessed in trying to prove that your way is the only way, that your way is the right way, and all those things, and you can't take it that, Stormy and Melody Cherie have basically clocked you to your face, have given you t-shirts, to your face. You want to, throw shade, they can throw shade back. You want to call people names, they can call names back. But don't sit here and play victim and play like we don't know what you're doing. If you had that energy against the men, you would do it. but you like to pick on women, and you feel, you know, you like to push this certain narrative that women need to be put in their place and women need to, you know, do X, Y, and Z. And if they don't do X, Y, and Z and then follow the guys, oh, here comes Marsau to let you know what's up. And then when you call Marsau out on his nonsense and on his foolishness, then he thinks it's appropriate to get gutter as well. No. Sometimes, Marsau, it's just best to walk away. Sometimes it's best to walk away. It is best to just shut up and just keep it moving. Not everything needs a response. And the irony in this, when you're the main one that's telling your wife, Letitia, not to respond to people on the internet. But yet, you have time for the people on the internet. You have time for all these women to try to make these back and forths happen. Like, make it make sense. Like, it is just crazy to me. I am so glad that Cliff Rogers, you know, told him what's what. Even though I have my own opinions on Cliff and his marriage, that's another conversation. That's another video, like, when it's all said and done. But Cliff is at least right in this, you know, regard that Marsau is doing way too much trying to, you know, prove a point against women. And trying to argue a point down until he feels like he's won the argument. And all it does is it just makes him look like he is just messy, and it validates the names that the women give him. Even Carlos thinks so, or he wouldn't have included you last week in the women's segment. But this notion that you're only at black when you're getting into these arguments with women is laughable. Because half the time you're not even at black. So make it make sense. You're trying to, you know, find out what Melody Cherie's up to. And all these other things. Like, I just cannot with the foolery. You're not going to fool me, Marsau. I know your game. I know exactly the gaslighting and the tactics that you were trying to pull, and I am not buying it. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you think of, you know, Carlos King doing these crossover lives on his YouTube with people merging from Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville? This is the second week in a row this has happened. But this time around, Marsau wants to take zero accountability and doesn't see anything wrong with being in women's business, and feels like he needs to argue to the death. Till he feels that he's won it all, and that the women understand their place and understand that they can't talk like that to men, and blah blah blah. Like, what do you think in the comments? Please do not don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.